Hey guys, this is going to be a very raw video. This sort of comes under the category of like my normal content, but also comes away from it a little bit. I'm doing this just because I need some advice and I need to get this out into the world. The sun is currently setting, so I don't think this lighting will last very long, but I just need to talk about a few things that's happening in my life at the minute. So if you don't know me, I actually don't know if my YouTube channel knows this. I'm doing my A-levels at the minute. It's May, it's March, and my A-levels are in, actually I have one in April, one in May, and one in June, because I don't do like normal subjects. So what I'm trying to get at is basically right now my life is quite stressful and trying to decide what I'm doing with my future, etc. My cat is screaming at me because she's hungry, but it's not her dinner time yet. Anyway, I'm just gonna get straight into this. I study religious studies at college. We do Buddhism though, so we don't really look at Christianity that much. But at the minute we're doing philosophy of religion, which is talking about God all the time. And I've always been a firm believer in like the universe, in karma, in things happening for a reason, those sorts of things, but never any real Christian beliefs. I also believe in ghosts, which is a difficult thing to fit into my own personal philosophy because I also believe in reincarnation. So there's a lot of things that I believe in, and I'm very open-minded. However, I've always been closed off to the Christian idea of God and heaven. But studying different views on God and religion, I've come across loads of people who don't believe that there's a hell, in people who believe that we're only here to develop our soul, and everyone goes to heaven to continue developing their soul, which is also quite in line with Buddhist beliefs of enlightenment. And when you look at most like common religions, or the ones that you would have heard of, they all have one thing in common, and that's like an afterlife. So like heaven, and Buddhists who believe in nirvana and reincarnation. But I've always found myself to be someone who has a very personal philosophy and never too in line with any religion. I mean, I've been through phases where I've considered myself a Buddhist, but I didn't know enough of it at the time. Where I've considered myself Wiccan, where I've just considered myself pagan. So you can sort of see that I lean towards those religions or those belief systems that aren't the classic Abrahamic religions, you know? But I've always believed in the universe as a divine energy. And this is where my struggle comes in. I don't know what to believe anymore because I've been worrying a lot about my future at the minute. And every time I start to worry about it, there's one thing that just comes into my head, and it came out of nowhere the first time a week ago-ish. And it was just the words divine timing, over and over and over again until I stop freaking out. Like I start thinking about, oh my God, where am I going to be this time next year? What am I going to do after university? Divine timing. Like, oh my God, what's my purpose in life? Like what job am I going to do? Like what's going to happen in the long run? Divine timing. And I don't know where this is coming from. And my issue is, if I believe in reincarnation until we develop our souls enough, or as Buddhists would say, like reach enlightenment through meditation, etc. All that's those sort of ideas. I forgot where I was going with that. Oh, how does spirits and ghosts fit into that? Because I've seen a ghost. And if you don't know that story or haven't seen the photo, because there is a photo, it's one of my earlier videos about my paranormal experiences. And this whole channel is based on paranormal experiences and paranormal things caught on camera, and I do believe in it. And I don't understand how all of that can fit into it. And I know that maybe the meaning of the universe and religion isn't something that we're supposed to understand, and we're supposed to grasp, because there's just such a bigger picture to it all that we can't physically grasp. But not knowing like what I can actually believe freaks me out a little bit. And now God is a big word, and most people think of him as like the Christian idea of God as the creator of the universe, who's omniscient and omnipotent and knows everything and is all around us all the time. And obviously more traditional Christian beliefs of him being a conscious being you can pray to and talk to and build a relationship with. And obviously there's harsher Christian religions like Mormonism and stuff like that. But my view on God would just be using the word God to explain the divine energy that is the universe. Because I don't believe in nothing. Because I really do think that everything happens for a reason, and like I have examples in my own life that I can think of, like right now I can think of a few where things have happened for a reason. They may seem awful at the time, but it's for a reason, and I can't explain that without something being conscious and in control. And that scares me, because I've always been so against the idea of Christianity and this big man in the sky. I don't know what to believe anymore, guys. I don't know what to believe. And there's just certain things like I've been reading the Celestine prophecy, which may be what has led to all of this. I'm not far in at all. But the bit that I've just got up to talks about how when you view the world in a certain way and you just see the beauty in things all around. And I've noticed since I've read that, every day when I'm walking outside, or I'm doing it right now, this is why I keep staring out the window, and I just see everything for its true like colours, and I just realised how beautiful it is. And I just keep thinking in my head, and I don't know where the thoughts are coming from, I just keep thinking, wow, this is beautiful, wow, this is beautiful. But like not in like a, oh my god, the world is so pretty, like in a, this is beautiful. I don't know how to explain it. It's like a deep feeling within me. Okay, it's rush hour, so loads of cars going past, but it's fine. I just like answers. I like to find answers. I mean, you can see I do my tarot cards. I've got a whole shelf of tarot cards. I work with crystals. I do my pendulum, and I've had revolving views on what a pendulum, like what the power of it is. I used to think that it was like talking to ghosts, and then I thought it was like your guardian angels talking to you, and then I thought it was like your inner conscience like coming out, which probably makes the most sense. But I feel like there's something bigger right now in my life that's there's a new connection within me, close to like something, and I don't know what it is, and I keep thinking like God, but I can't comprehend a conscious being in control of the world. But I've always been able to like comprehend some sort of energy that is the universe, that brings things back to like karma and makes everything happen for a reason. And there's also like, all of this came about by chance. Like, all of this came about by chance. Like, if you look outside right now, the buildings, the people, the politics in the world, what are the chances of that coming about? They did recently like discover some sort of comet that has all like the seeds for life, and that is what created life on Earth, probably like a similar comet. And I do believe in that. Like, I'm not denying that it's physical, because it clearly is. You look at the world around you, like clearly it is. But there's something going on at the minute. There's something happening. and I feel like something's watching over me and taking care of me. And I've had to make some really tough decisions recently, and I feel like I'm being helped out. But I've also been, like I talked about earlier, a firm believer in guardian angels. But that's a very Christian belief as well. And I just don't know how it all fits in together. There has to be a meaning to life. Like, there has to be a meaning to life. And the Buddhist view of enlightenment, and I think it's Hume, of soul making and developing your soul, they fit together quite well. And I feel like that's the meaning of life, to like progress and become a good person. But towards what? Towards what? Like, Buddhists talking about enlightenment, and Christians talking about heaven. Like, a lot of Christians would probably argue that heaven is the same as enlightenment, basically, like a eternal happiness. Other Christians would be like, oh, it's just a life with God. So I don't know. Anyway, I wanted to share this, and maybe continue to talk on it, because it's an interesting subject, and it's probably one of those things that people would like to keep like private to themselves. Like, quite a lot of people would want to keep it to themselves, but me personally, I just want to hear other people's opinions, what other people think, like, and believe, other interpretations of everything that I've said. Anything really. Just help me out a little bit, please, guys. I feel like I've always been a spiritual person, so this was bound to happen, like a religious breakdown, basically. I feel like this was bound to happen because I've never had it figured out, and it's not purposeful. Like, I'm not trying to figure everything out all of a sudden. It's felt like a need, like, what is happening? I need to figure out what is going on. But anyway, thank you guys for watching this really random video and for letting me share this with you. I hope someone will say something. Maybe I'll keep you updated on this situation, but my normal content will be back to normal, don't worry. And I will be back again very soon to talk about absolutely nothing. Bye.